Hi everybody, this is Africa Bound Girl, LeXze. I've had a request some time ago from a viewer to do a home tour. And Lala from LillyBuggLane, if you haven't checked out her channel, you need to go and check it out. She's awesome and I just love her and her daughter LeXze and her husband Chewy. And she does vlogs and hauls and things like that. So she's great at getting back to you and talking to you one-on-one, and she's just a great person. So I'll link her below. But she's asked me to do a home tour, so I've decided I'm going to do it room by room, one room at a time, because it would be a really long video. So anyway, this is my great room, and I want to title these series What Grounds Me, because as a mom, a wife, a homesteader, my home is my safe place. My home is what grounds my family, what makes my family feel safe. And so this is a series called What Grounds Me. This is our great room. The ceiling goes from 9 foot on the fireplace side clear up to 16 foot on this side. And I'm going to go in here now. Obviously you're going to be able to tell in my home I was an antique dealer and I had an antique mall at one time, and antiques are just kind of my thing. That's my dog. It's the noon whistle here. So I'm just going to pan around here. This is a stairway leading downstairs. We have a doggy gate for our babies. So this is an old Quincy piece. I'm from Quincy, Illinois. This is a Quincy, Illinois piece, and it's from the Poultry Keeper magazine, which used to be an old magazine published out of Quincy, Illinois. And it's labeled up here. And in each state, like this is the state of Colorado, from Poultry Keeper, Quincy, Illinois. And so in here I just have a variety of just dishware and just things that I've collected. The man hearts I made myself out of an old shirt out of the Salvation Army. And then I have a birch canoe and my red wagon when I was a little girl. This is one of my favorite chairs. The poor thing, it's seeing better days, but I come in here every morning and I watch a lot of my YouTube videos right here. So all of you that I comment on, I'm usually sitting in this chair when I do it. We have a Oriental rug. It has beautiful colors in it. One of the rugs that I have, I love Oriental rugs. I'm sorry if I'm making you sick. This is an 1800 walnut corner cabinet. The doors are chamfered solid doors. They're off of it right now, so you can display my blue willow and my Flow Blue out of it. I love old spice and refrigerator things, as you can see. This is one of my sets that I love. This is Blue Onion. And then at the top I have an old urn and some classic books like Moby Dick, Divine Comedy, War and Peace, Crime and Punishment. And then this is where I do my art. I'm an artist. Right now I'm working on a piece. As you can see, let me move up here closer. This is a town of Williamstown, Missouri during the turn of the century. Horse and buggy. This is a picture. The man in white is the man that I'm working on sitting in the buggy. I love to do art. There's old paint, just different things. I have the messages and papers of the presidents back here. It's a very old set from my grandfather. Has every work that a president ever wrote from George Washington until 1904. And it has pictures and autographs, and they're amazing. That's an old top hat, 1800s beaver fur. So I sit here. This is a Pennsylvania Dutch ladder back chair. And I sit there and do my art. And then we have a Fuego gas flame fireplace. And as you can see, chickens. Imagine that. This is a 1927 Stevenson. It was one of my family guns, and it rests above the mantle. The lodge, I made those. I took old Salvation Army trees, and they had buttons glued on them, and they're wooden, and I painted them with chalkboard, and I wrote lodge, and you can erase that and write anything you want. But that seems to be the preference here. This is a 1800s picture. It's called a mile-long picture, and it's of a harvest, and they're sitting around. It's a special occasion. I've got more chickens, and I love lights, so I just leave some of my Christmas up year-round there. Crocs. Love old Crocs. I'm sorry if it's getting dark in here. These pictures were taken by a Royal Bavarian photographer. They are signed, and I just love them. I come across them at a yard sale, and Christie's has actually asked me to sell them. Christie's auction house, but I don't want to. I love them. So anyway, they're the royal family photographers. Here's an old clock and some lamps. We keep lamps with oil in them in case we'd have an issue. I have old clock. I love spool cabinets. There's one of my spool cabinets. Let me move in here a little bit here, and I'll show you my family. This is my husband Greg, hubby G, and me. And then our oldest son, our oldest daughter is in the right corner, Miranda. We call her Mara. And then there's Matthew, of course, and sitting next to her. And then our middle daughter, Lacey, is between me and Miranda. And then our son, our oldest son, Nathan. This was taken a few years ago. It's probably my favorite picture of us. The two girls of mine were military. Lacey was a honorary honor guard in the Navy, and Miranda was a fireman in the Navy. So let me back up here and show you. Sorry. This is a bookshelf. I love old books. And so this is an old screen door I've brought in just to kind of fill in over there. I love books. I love old books. I love mysteries. I like things like the Da Vinci Code. I like Mona Lisa's eyes looking at me too. Got some blocks there. But this is just where the living room that grounds me. Here's our television. But I sit in this room a lot. This is my thinking room. I can think in here very well. I seem to be a deep thinker. We have a Howard Miller grandfather clock right there. I think here a lot and contemplate the issues of life here. This is where we have our Christmases. So at Christmas time, we will have a huge, I start in October, and we have a 9-foot Christmas tree. It usually sits right here where this desk is. And I just like old things, and my whole house is like this. So anyway, I just appreciate you guys visiting today. I hope you enjoyed the tour and you didn't get a little seasick. But I thought I would bring you, this is my furniture in here. I usually have, in the winter, I have flannel in here. It makes it really homey. So I appreciate you all stopping by and visiting. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.